Hello, this is Dr. Mercola, and I'd like to talk to you about something that you probably are not aware of because I only recently became aware of this, and that is that earlier this year the FDA constructed a very specific swine flu task force whose mission is to scour the internet and all the other forms of advertisements for any products that claim to have any positive beneficial effect on treating the swine flu, because the only products that have the full endorsement of the government to treat swine flu are A, the vaccines, and B, the drugs like Tamiflu. So ostensibly the purpose of this task force is to protect you from any company that might try to deceive you and purchase a product that might have some benefit on improving your immune system to treat the swine flu. But that's the issue, and in fact they've actually prosecuted people. They're prosecuting individuals even more aggressively that sell products that claim to cure cancer, which is really quite extraordinary. In fact, earlier this year they issued a warning letter to Dr. Andrew Weil, one of the most prominent physicians in the United States, to cease and desist, and he runs the risk of having all his assets seized and his business shut down. So it's a very serious problem, and I respect that, and that's why I want to tell you that we came out with a product that has absolutely no benefit, none whatsoever, on treating swine flu. It does not have any impact on it at all. Now, many of our readers have asked us what you can do to support your immune system. Well, clearly the most beneficial approach is to use simple things that are inexpensive, don't cost anything, and that really focus on lifestyle changes. And along this line, what I would strongly encourage you to do is to eliminate any sugars. Now, you can do that routinely and do that comprehensively, but when you are experiencing the first signs and symptoms of an acute upper respiratory infection, like a cough, a cold, or flu, that is the moment that you want to eliminate all sugar. Do not risk it. If you're feeling good and healthy, then it's okay to play with the sugar, but you don't want to do it when you're sick, because it'll really severely impair the ability of your body to fight this infection effectively. Additionally, you're going to make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, because you can do all these healthy lifestyles right, but if for whatever reason, a baby's screaming, there's lights flashing out, the neighbor's dog is barking, and you're waking up consistently at night and your sleep is interrupted, your immune system will suffer and you won't be able to mount the proper immune response. So you make sure you get a good night's sleep, ideally between 6 and 8 hours. You don't want to go a lot more than 8. You really want to get at least 6. Anything less than that is going to be a potential challenge. Now, stresses will also have a serious impact on your health. And it's not that you're going to be immune from stress, that's just part of living. But what I mean to say more specifically is that your ability to have a mechanism to address the stress. And there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this. There's age-old ones like prayer, of course, and meditation. And there's newer ones that are done typically with professional assistants, like energy psychology techniques. And the favorite one we use here is meridian tapping technique, or MTT for short. And you can look that up on our site for more details. Additionally, there's certain supplements that can be used, like probiotics, which are good bacteria to help balance out your immune system and your digestive system. And of course, you want to eat a balanced diet, a healthy diet, a diet that is full of unprocessed foods, foods that are minimally prepared. 90% of the foods that Americans eat are processed foods. So we want to get really either you or a spouse or someone you hire to prepare those foods regularly for you, that are ideally, preferably organic and locally grown and minimally processed, because that's going to do an enormous benefit for your immune system. So if you'd like additional modalities to build and support your immune system, there are specific supplements that actually can be used to support your immune system, and I'd just like to review some of them now. One of the interesting ones is vitamin C, and of course you can get vitamin C in many different forms. I'm not a big proponent of using isolated synthetic extracts, and we like to get vitamin C in its natural case, because then you have all the accessory micronutrients that, like the bioflavonoids, that enhance and support the benefits of that vitamin C. And one of the most profound and beneficial forms of vitamin C is the type that's found in acerola berries, and it's like a red little tart cherry that grows in trees in North and South America. And it's been shown, there's a number of studies that show it has up to 80 times the amount of vitamin C that's present in something like an orange. So organic acerola berries is actually one of the ingredients that is included in the product that we put together that is specifically designed to support your immune system. And it has some other interesting ingredients in there, and one of those is or oregano oil. And there's a number of, many of you are probably aware of this, but it appears to be an incredibly potent and effective way to support your immune system. In fact, I've seen a number of posts on my Facebook fan page that really acknowledge this. And if you're going to use this, just a little bit of a caution, because the active ingredient in there is Cavercol. And you want to make sure that the product you're selecting has that in it, and a high quality version of it, because there's a if it doesn't, I mean, that's clearly that there's what I meant to say is there's many studies that support the use of the oregano oil with this specific Cavercol in there. Now, there are two other ones that are really ancient remedies that have been, both of these have been around since Egyptian times, thousands and thousands of years. One of them comes from the bees, propolis. And in my view, maybe actually one of the most effective ways, and in the view of many other experts I've interviewed, propolis, there's many ways to get it. We use it as a gum, and it's from bees, and it has a profound benefit. As I said, the Egyptians used it many years ago. The other one that's been used in Egyptian times is olive leaf extract, and that's derived from the leaves of the olive tree. And it has really quite some profound, in fact, it has some potent and really well-proven antimicrobial actions with, interestingly, no toxic side effects. So those are some of the bigger ones. Additionally, the products can be elderflower, not elderberry, but elderflower extracts has been shown in botanical medicine as really one of the more popular ones that are used to support your immune system. And of course, products like vitamin D3 is well substantiated to support your immune system. It produces about anywhere between 200 and 300 very potent antimicrobial peptides, and that's well documented. So that's going to be one, and clearly there are others, such as bone set powder, DMG, dimethylglycine, a peppermint powder, and yarrow. So our team has put together a product that has all these raw ingredients. And in fact, that acerola berry, it really is a measure of how much is in the capsule. And this product has about 400 milligrams, which is really quite a bit of chunk of the vitamin C from acerola. So now you can find these type of products anywhere, clearly it's going to be important to find high quality raw materials and raw ingredients, but it's also going to be, perhaps maybe even more importantly, to do your homework and research on the company that's manufacturing them, because as I mentioned on many other times, you really have to pay attention to the details, because companies could purchase either raw materials and be fooled and look at the certificate of analysis, and it may not be what is actually in there, and they actually may be the best raw materials, but they may have processes in place that aren't designed to make sure you get the highest quality materials. So you want to make sure that they follow the GMP and the ISO standards, because that means that they're in compliance with the highest level of infrastructure processes to make sure that no errors or mistakes are made. So I'm hoping you'll take these lifestyle changes that I've recommended, and some of the supplements you can use to enhance and support your immune system, to take those, to learn and study the information, to study it very carefully and apply it so you and your family can continue to take control of your health.